Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast of the United States, 4 p.m. on the West Coast, and 7 a.m. Thursday in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm GrowedUpGeek. Manny, welcome to our channel for our finale for our little four-part special. Artists ad Solem, the long and the short of my Latin knowledge. Right there, 4 weeks, still can't get it right. So yeah, we're back. Our fourth episode of our potentially first ever Curse of Strahd speedrun? Maybe? Sure. We'll say.
Probably.
Yeah, you saw it. You saw it here first. So yeah, we'll go around. We will meet our characters for the last time, come hell or high water. Our amazing DM will plug a little book here real quick, and then we will get started. I'll get started. I'm Manny at GrowedUpGeek, your host this evening, not your dungeon master. Tonight I will be playing Roderigo Vicente, a reborn vengeance paladin. Somewhere across between the Crow and like Inigo Montoya is basically how we're doing this. He's had a great time. He's angry. He trashed Strahd's dining room and most of the first floor last week. Just, he's a murderer. Fuck him. He doesn't deserve nice shit, so I trashed his house. Before we get to the rest of our amazing PCs and our amazing dungeon master, real quick, we are also here in support of our supplement that Litza and I worked on, Esmeralda's Dossier of Dread. 40 NPCs for your Ravenloft campaigns, one for each Domain of Dread from Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft, and then one really appropriately creepy kind of free-floating NPC that can be used anywhere. It is available on DM's Guild right now. Let me go ahead and throw the link up in chat. There it is. Really like for you to support us. It's a really great book. We worked with some really cool people that I was happy to meet, and now as a result we have one of them DMing our little Curse of Strahd campaign. So yeah, we've plugged the book, we've met me, I've rambled on long enough. Let us move down directly below me, my downstairs neighbor. You know him as Shatuli on Twilight Malediction on our Tuesday show. And today he will be playing Shtigg. Tenta, tell us about Shtigg, who we've seen not just in this campaign, but in one shot before this.
Yeah, one other before this.
Awesome.
Yeah, the creepy house that Tim did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shtigg is a black tabaxi assassin with green eyes, and he's basically dressed like a ninja, except for now he has a sweet, cool hat on. And he's mostly evil if you were going to look at alignment, but enough good that he gets along with people pretty much. Sometimes here and there. Anna busted his chops once, but I mean, really, that's a low percentage.
I mean, you're basically just personifying like your everyday house cat, like mostly evil, but just nice enough to tolerate some people sometimes, and occasionally you got to get bopped in the nose. So
yeah, that's exactly it.
All right, returning from his absence last week, Landon, you know him as Oren on our Tuesday show. Today he is bringing Sid and a pet with him. Tell us about Sid.
Sid is a half-dwarf artificer. He is a battlesmith artificer who has a steel defender fashioned in the sense of a Saint Bernard. The reason for it is that he had a Saint Bernard. He basically used the body of his pet that died while helping him in battle, and he it's basically his companion now as he goes on his travels. It's very dear to him, so obviously he won't let any harm come to it, but he really he enjoys adventure, not quite as much as Oren for the Tuesday show, but he still loves finding new things, and he's definitely willing to help people out. So that's the main reason why he's here now, is to help figure things out.
And
that's it in a nutshell.
And to punch horses should the need arise.
And yes, definitely to punch horses.
All right. Let us slide over to our certified mom of the party. She's tired of everybody's shit. She's probably just tired in general. Lewis, who plays Balder on our Tuesday show. Tell us about Anna Marie.
Lewis playing Anna Marie, and consider me the bopper of noses. I'm big, pack your lunch and help deal with your school bully all in the same day. So that's the kind of woman that Anna Marie is. So
yeah, I mean, big mom energy. Love it. All right, let us finish up with our esteemed dungeon master, who has been very helpful and patient with these groups of individuals. You somewhat feel my pain. I have to DM for most of these people on a regular basis. I've just added me to the mix of mischief. Our amazing DM, Litza Bronwyn, as always, thank you for coming out and doing this. And tell us a little bit about yourself, and I guess give us a summation of last week before we go and, I don't know, maybe trash the rest of this house. It's probably pretty nice.
Oh, I hope so. I don't know how nice it is. We'll see. Yes, I'm Litza, and this has been an amazing ride. Very, very glad that we decided to do this. Last week, we ended in Vallaki, but because of the not so nice nature of the town and the mayor kind of having it out for you, the party in general, your new friend Rictavio invited you all to his wizard's tower outside of town and escorted you there in his wagon. This was also somewhat of interest to you guys because of the card reading, where you knew that you would meet someone of importance there, and also that one of the artifacts that you seeked would be found in a wizard's tower. And indeed, you did find the Tome of Strahd there, which gave you a bit of history on the Dark Lord of Barovia. And you also met Esmeralda, who has accompanied you to Strahd's castle. She arrived at the wizard's tower quite wounded, but having escaped after she tried to take on the vampire lord herself. However, with the four of you to help her, she was eager to give it another go. So you all loaded up, left Irina with Rictavio, and set out. And after a couple of hours travel, some conversation and a nice a nice short rest, at least, that you all needed. Well, you had a long rest first at the tower that you definitely desperately needed after quite a bit of combat in Vallaki. You ended up at the castle, which was appropriately spooky, including some very dramatic organ music and fog and lightning and but after you went inside, sat down at a banquet, some of you more petulantly than others, Strahd attempted to engage you in conversation, but then began laughing maniacally and disappeared, locking you inside of the banquet hall. Roderigo proceeded to destroy the banquet hall. which, you know, was not undeserved. And after searching the room, Shtigg found a secret door behind the organ, which led you all to a secret passageway and down a spiral staircase where you discovered a hall, a room that was highly desecrated because it was made completely of bones. You can throw that picture up because I found some awesome artwork.
Yeah.
And on the table, as was indicated by one of the card readings, you found a sword hilt, which was retrieved by a mage hand since none of you wanted to enter that room, understandably. So now you have successfully retrieved all 3 artifacts, as the hilt ended up being the Sword of Sunlight that you have been searching for. And that is where we left off. So everything thus far is pretty quiet. You haven't really encountered any monsters, any vampire spawn or zombies or creatures of any sort thus far. But you do, let's see. They have your passive perceptions. Let's see.
Mine's 10.
You're not very good at that.
I'm not. Something would have to hit me in the face, and even then I'd be like, something happened.
Roderigo can't read a room.
Yeah. No.
Your strength's layout.
He has a sword.
Yeah.
That's what he do.
I'm slightly illiterate at reading the room.
Shtigg, you're a little distracted by your very cool sun sword at the moment. Anna Marie, you actually are the one who notices one of the doors in this bone room. And there are a few different doors. One of the knobs is turning slightly, just jiggling a little bit. As if someone's attempting to open it.
Open the door, opens out.
It appears to open out.
So I'll kind of quietly give Shtigg the nod to kind of like, you know, get his attention. And if I get his attention, I'll kind of point to the door.
And kind of snap out of turning the blade on and off. The door is being touched. I'll go over and
I'll
go over and hide right next to the door and look at everybody. Shh, and then disappear. Oh man, that dig is fun. Let's see. That is a 29 stealth.
Okay. Yeah, you're super disappeared.
Yeah. Shh.
While all this is going on, Roderigo's still looking around the room going, man, there's a lot of fucking bones in here.
Wonder where all these bones
Definite
came from.
Damn, they killed a lot of people for this.
Yeah.
You guys are all like hunched, ready, fucking go, and I'm like, man, how many people do you think this is?
I like counting, like 1, 2, 3 skulls, 4, 6 skulls.
And Shtigg, what are you doing?
I am hiding next to the door,
Mhm.
and if someone comes through the door that I disapprove of, I will skewer them.
Okay. All right.
So I noticed that the door opens out, and they're trying to open it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the kind of girl who waits for people to be surprised, so I'm just gonna kick the door.
Okay. Make an athletic strength check.
All right. Hold
Kick that door down, mama.
on.
Yeah. They won't clean that room.
That's right. Didn't I tell you?
We don't slam doors in this house.
Like,
Oh, failure. Bwah, bwah. With a she just
Okay.
kicks the door jam.
So,
wow.
this does require you to enter the bone room, though Shtigg already has. So you both enter and skirt around this long table, and as the door opens just a little, you kick it, and it throws off your kick just enough because the door has already begun to open, and you hear a little oof, and someone's moved back, but you certainly haven't kicked it hard enough to push them or cause them to fall over. And it's certainly a high-pitched
Yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting.
feminine voice.
Yeah, like
And the door swings wider, and what you see is a life-size wooden doll. It looks something like an oversized marionette puppet, with a painted wooden face, wearing a tutu and sort of like ball-bearing joints, and very cleverly carved. Just a pink tutu and pink painted circles on the face and painted mouth and eyes, and frizzy wig.
okay.
Ugh.
Very creepy. Very
Yeah, I
creepy.
was gonna say. This is, fuck the vampire. This doll thing.
I'm just
Strahd's
envisioning
Pinocchio is what's terrifying.
the end of Cool World. Like that's what I'm envisioning like right now. Like what she turns into at the end of Cool World. Like the frizzy hair and like the crazy stripe.
I have the puppet from Saw, but I'm probably way off. Is it riding a tricycle? So I guess at the sound of all of this, I'm gonna draw my sword, light it up, and I guess just kind of peek, I guess around. It's still on the other side of the door, yeah? The doll thing? No. Fuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on.
And you get.
Fuck, man. Hold on.
Sorry.
My internet's being shitty again.
Okay.
Alright. Nope. Just kidding.
You can see in beyond is tables on the ground and just bones littered everywhere. It doesn't look like much more than that. It's pretty empty. And there's more like doors on like two sides.
So on the other side of this room of bones, where we just kicked the door, or Anne Marie kind of kicked the door in, the other side is another room of bones.
No, just like a few scattered bones.
Okay.
This room looks very normal, like what you would expect to find.
Okay.
There's just like some like broken tables and a few bones. Yeah.
Okay. They're more of an accent piece than the feature.
Yeah.
Got
Just
it.
like maybe one skeleton got scattered around.
I'm gonna
And
point my sword at the doll thing, and just.
okay.
I'm not gonna say anything. I just want to like see what it does. Yeah,
Okay.
it's creepy as shit.
Okay. She does not like fire. We'll take a couple of quick steps back and say, "Oh, are you lost too?"
Perhaps we seek Strahd. He cut us off from the dining room. Now we're down here, and we need to find him.
Oh. I think this is his castle.
Yeah, we believe so as well. Who are you? That sounds like the more polite question.
My name is Lacey Blinsky. I live in Vallaki. But I became very lost.
How you got lost, and that's how you found your way here?
Yes, I was on a journey. I wanted to bring back toys for, well, my father, you see, is a toy maker. He made me, and people in Vallaki don't like his toys very much. They think that they're creepy. I think they're nice, but I thought if I traveled, I could find ideas for him and he could make better toys.
I'm gonna look at Sid and just kind of be like, "Hey man, this seems like your thing."
Ed is going to say, I have a phobia of dolls.
I'm saying we
Well,
all
I
do. This,
do.
We all do. This thing is creepy as hell, and I'm like gonna try to like hide it, but probably not do it very well. Yes, man, it's creepy.
I'm just saying, to figure this out would help close to it. Hell, you die.
Would it
But if I
would
had
it help
to,
if I didn't move? And then she'll just like go limp, like
No,
it
that's
will,
worse.
yeah, Sid is going to very cautiously pull out his little magnifying glass and little goggles and just like as far away as possible as he can be while still inspecting. What was her name again?
Lacey.
Lacey. As far as possible to do it. That's what he will do.
Miss Blinsky.
Miss Blinsky.
Go ahead and make an investigation check if you would like. Or Hana if you prefer.
I have the same in both.
Okay. Then tell me which one you want to use because it might be different information.
I rolled a 19. Let's go with investigation. 'Cause I feel like Arcana is almost the obvious thing. Something like a soul was trapped in there or something. But...
Good guess. So you can tell that this was very, very fine craftsmanship. Like whoever made her is obviously incredibly skilled, has probably been doing this for their whole life. You don't see anything magical about the crafting, however. You don't spot any runes, and he's moving around alive apart from like either an awakening, like it's possible somebody cast a spell, but there's nothing like that you as an artificer would spot that has been crafted into the construction. But you can tell that she's, the way that she's moving makes sense for her construction. She, like, the wooden parts can only move because of like the ball bearings and the way that the construction is made.
So
everything like that.
Once Sid has confirmed that it is less of an artifice type of thing and more of a magical thing, he's gonna go away. Like, Anna, your turn.
All right. She'll seem a little kind of. She'll look at Sid and just kind of. Oh, dear. And then she'll just. I'll see what I can do. Oh, let's see. All right, that's a 16 plus. You said Arcana?
Sure.
All right.
If that's what you wanna.
24.
Okay. Yeah. From just what you can assess based on what you've witnessed and what you know about magic, knowing that there's nothing physical that's been done, like runes or anything like that. You know that there are some spells that can bring things to life. An awakening spell doesn't make a whole lot of sense because that usually is done to something that's already alive but non-sentient.
Yeah, and then I know, like, animate object wouldn't be able to work on something this large and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, I would get like it would take a lot of skill to do something like this.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that you can rule out. Knowing what you know about Barovia, you think that it is likely that something else happened. It is likely that possibly a soul got trapped in this body, or perhaps some kind of very ancient magic that you're unaware of happened. But from what you can tell, this seems to be permanent. She doesn't say you can tell. What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 12, so not great.
Okay. It's not terrible either. But yeah, you're not picking up on any sort of negative vibes or anything.
Yeah. So I'm just I know that, this would either take a great deal of skill or someone that knows what they're doing, like souls and stuff like that. Like it's basically this is some high tier stuff.
This is either extremely powerful magic or completely random chance. Yeah. And you haven't met anyone this powerful in Barovia, or possibly ever, besides close to deity level. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I can hear you, so that's good. At least you're not making a funny face.
No, you just look like it's like a screensaver, to be honest. Like it's just like your DM screensaver.
The thinking man. Very casual, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shtigg is signaling to Anna Marie right now.
I'll kind of I'll kind of give them the like the wave them off. The okay.
Lacey will say, I do not know where Strahd is, but the place I just came from was something very weird. Do you want to see it? It was like big glowy thing in the sky. It was kind of pretty.
That's the light at the end of the tunnel she's trying to take us to, guys. Don't fall for her deceptions.
This man. Shtigg is just like, come on.
I guess Sen will very cautiously follow. Obviously, feeling like it's dangerous.
I'll follow everybody that follows Lacey, but I'll stay in the shadows. Just in case.
Esmeralda, who is also here, I forgot about her for a hot second. She's still hanging out close to Roderigo, and she's like just gonna give you a side eye, like, what the hell is this? But otherwise, she'll also follow along, kind of in the back. Lacey will turn and move through a doorway that doesn't have a door, and pass by a couple of alcoves that are just cluttered with rotting cots and dirty rags, and the ceilings are just covered in yellow mold. And just at a quick glance, nothing, it doesn't look like there's anything of value. It's just rotted, gross stuff where it looks like maybe whoever used to live down there is like slept at one point hundreds of years ago. And you can see a staircase leading up. And she goes up the staircase somewhat cautiously, but she does have the grace, it seems, of a ballet dancer, as is suited to her outfit. And she goes up 20 feet, and there's a small landing, and then the staircase turns and goes up the other direction another 20 feet. And then you reach a landing, and all of you can see above this. Actually, let me read the description. There's a reddish glow that builds as you reach the top of this staircase, and it's sort of pulsing above. And as you get to the top of the staircase, she sort of like presses against one wall and pauses, and she's just looking up at it. And there's a spiral staircase that goes all the way up this huge tower that you can tell now is one of the big towers that you saw from the outside of the castle. That from the outside, there's the main body of the castle, and then there was like a thick tower, and then another thinner tower, and this is the big thick tower. And it's about 60 feet wide and becomes slightly narrower as it climbs. And at the very top is this giant pulsing, like giant red crystal. And can put up the picture of that, if you would, por favor.
Which one is it? The heart tower?
Yes.
Okay. Boom.
Awesome. And yeah, and the whole tower is just filled with this dull red pulsing light coming from this sort of organic heart-shaped, like crystalline structure that's floating up at the top.
Whoa.
So, yeah, still in tow, sword lit up. I don't like this. This isn't as fun as trashing the dining room.
It reminds me of that dwarven heart crystal in that shitty Daniel Palawini book. I can't remember what it was called. It was like the worst movie adaptation of anything.
Awesome.
But anyway, this one's cool. Shtigg is gonna go ahead and sneak by Lacey and kind of as he moves through. And he's gonna go ahead and scout up ahead here.
Do you know what this is?
And Lacey will shake her head. No, I passed by it as I came downstairs. I don't know what it is. It's frightening, no? Beautiful but frightening.
Quite. I fear this might have something to do with Strahd. Oh, damn. What?
That was hilarious.
The baby doesn't like it either.
No, baby.
No. Hell no to that.
Out of the darkness, Shtigg from the stairs. Hey, do you think it's like a phylactery? I heard that vampires, they have like a phylactery. You know, like have you ever killed?
There's only one way to find out.
I've killed 3 vampires actually. Hopefully Strahd will be number 4.
Esmeralda will nod and say, I like the sound of that.
Well, let me go ahead and take a look and I'll holler down. You people are clunky and fat. And I'll start sneaking up there by myself.
All right.
As we kind of get towards the top, I guess I'm going to get a little closer to the front, just if Shtigg's kind of, I'm going to trust his kind of instincts. If he sees something or senses something, then something's probably around, and the paladin probably should be ready to smash.
All right. Everyone roll initiative just so we get that out of the way.
Boo.
Boo!
Yeah. Already.
Fuck.
Well, I probably kicked the crap out of all of you in initiative.
You're going to go like twice.
I had to concede my second turn just so you could go.
I got it 2.
16.
All right.
9. Oh,
16
sorry.
for me.
Okay.
24 for Shtigg.
Nice.
I got some
It's a pretty good distribution.
I got some Kelroth initiative going on for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Typical paladin stuff.
I got some other stuff going on for me here.
Shtigg, you do notice as you get closer that from the spiral staircase, the heart is floating about 10 feet away. So you'll need either a ranged weapon or a weapon with reach to hit it.
Let me see the extent of my telekinesis abilities.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that Shtigg is a telekinetic, but he is a telekinetic.
You just use it to knock glasses off the table from across the room.
Yeah, with a huge smile on his face. Satisfying every time.
Smash.
I didn't have any left to fucking knock off though. You went all paladin crazy on that table. Took my gig. Shtigg looks back at the party and goes, "Do you want me to hit it? The crystal? Should I hit?"
I'm gonna say yes.
Esmeralda's gonna say, "How else will we know?"
Well, stand under it.
Stand under it. No.
Shtigg like cracks his knuckles and gets ready and runs straight towards Roderigo and jumps onto his shoulder and leaps up. That should be not too for Mr. Cat.
Okay. Go to make an attack roll.
All right. I will do it using my new sun sword,
Awesome.
and that is a 25.
That'll hit.
I stab it. Does it take damage?
Mm-hmm.
Does it take sneak attack damage?
Yeah.
Oh,
if
shit.
if it's
Excellent. So 31 points of damage.
nice.
And does that sword do any additional damage? No, I could it in my D&D Beyond if you want me to. I just didn't know if you wanted me to know all of what it did.
I got it. It's attack +2, damage +2.
Okay, so then 32 damage.
Okay. And it's radiant damage. It doesn't matter for this, but it will for Strahd.
All right.
All right. As soon as you hit it, well, first of all, go ahead and make athletics or acrobatics check to try to hold on, because you are very high up.
Okay, that's fair. I will do acrobatics.
This is two
Okay.
games in a row where you end up like holding on to something high above the ground.
23.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to hang on to it. But the whole tower starts shaking and pitching violently, and everyone else on the stairs needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
I look down and go, oh my god, I think the tower's shaking.
Sid's on the stairs, isn't he?
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure everyone's on the stairs at this point.
Okay.
18 for Anna Marie.
At least Lacey.
Okay, yes. Lacey stayed down there, like way down there. She's not
19
she's
for
not brave.
Sid.
Yeah, you're good. Did Maul follow you up? Or nah?
Oh, yeah. Let me...
Go ahead and roll for him too.
13?
You're good.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Big hitter.
Big enough.
I forgot to pull his little sheet up, so let me pull that real quick. Sorry. Well, what's our proficient in +4? So he has +5 on his dex. And he got 18 total.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Trying to figure out how high this tower is. Because Esmeralda rolled a 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
A 2 is not like a slip and fall. A 2 is like, bye!
Yeah.
Sid, you better save that girl.
Hypothetically, Sid, do you have Featherfall?
Let me see. I might. I just don't think
Didn't
I
you have
prepared
the
it.
last time?
Oh, I do have Featherfall.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Just in case.
I mean, I
So-
could.
So Sid will just cast Featherfall on her, assuming it seems like it's going to be a big...
Otherwise, she
draw.
would take 19d6 fall damage.
Ooh.
She can survive that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she rolls a bunch of ones.
She,
Okay, are you
Wow.
casting Featherfall?
Yeah, Sid will
That
go
would be
cast
awesome.
Featherfall. He'll
Okay.
basically throw the little thing last time that kind of like the
Right.
yeah, kind of
Awesome,
cushion her
thank
fall.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the tower pitches and everyone manages to hang on except for Esmeralda, who slips and plummets off the, but is luckily caught by the feather fall. And then Sid, you are up.
Sid
hey.
Sid will attack the thing as well.
Okay.
How are you gonna do it?
It is 10 feet away, so. But
Sid
it
will
definitely has these fracture lines around where it got stabbed by the sun sword. It looks, yeah, it looks pretty bad actually.
awesome. Sid will hit right on the fracture lines with his maul. And since it's 10 feet away, the first one he's just going to run and jump and bring the hammer down.
Okay.
And it's going to be 24 to hit for the first one,
That'll hit.
13 to hit for the second one.
How are you staying in the air?
You got good shoes.
I don't know. I do have a broom of flying, technically.
Okay, so you're on your broom
Sure.
flying? Okay.
I'm going to just nosedive into it.
I'll allow
Yes.
it. All right.
Yeah,
What was the second hit?
if we just want to do the one strike, that's fine.
No, that's fine. I don't need to fall to your death. What was the second hit?
13 to hit.
Okay, the second one glances off, but the first one does hit. Yeah, the glass shell is actually pretty strong. Yeah, but that first one you'll definitely do some damage.
It'll be 10 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And Null probably would not be able to attack it when he...
Okay, not unless he wants to fall.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fall.
That's fine. It's 190 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very high up. Yeah. It's almost max fall damage. All right.
Why am I holding second?
And then it's Esmeralda's turn, but she's back on the floor. So let me see if she has any spells. Nope. Nope.
Ouch.
Nope. No, all of them are out of range. All right, so she is gonna do nothing. So it will go to Anna Marie.
So I will. Let's see. I guess I'm gonna kind of follow Sid's lead and point my finger up at the fractures, and you're gonna see like a real thin blue line come out of my finger and ray of frost.
All right.
It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh yeah.
All right. And then that is. So that's 16 points of damage.
All right.
Wow. I'm holding on to this thing.
Oh, I'm like trying to act it out, and then I realize you guys can't see me.
Yeah, I just see a purple thing.
Yeah.
Right. The cracks in it widen and glow blue as you hit it. You said with lightning or with
Frost.
Frost. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they you can see the frost like filling the cracks and widening them, and it's starting to like splinter.
Oh.
And out from the walls, mounted along the walls are the staircase is going to start shaking again. So everybody on the staircase needs to make another dexterity saving throw, which is just Roderigo and Anna Marie now.
Oh no, I don't like this one at all.
Yeah, I don't like. Not this one's not so great. It's a 14 for me.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be fine.
That'll make it.
Yeah. 6.
You feel yourself being thrown from the stairs. However, it will remind you about effort, which is my fun little house rule. If you want to spend hit points equal to your proficiency and then describe how you hurt yourself in the process of re-rolling your save.
So I'm wearing plate, so I'm probably just like, I don't know. It's like probably with a weird high center of gravity, maybe. So I'm probably just awkward as hell. So I'm gonna fall, probably knock the wind out of myself as I just try to flatten out because I've fallen before, and like a wrestler, I'm just gonna take like a flat bump and hopefully not slide, and we will. Oh, thank God, much better. 18.
All right. So you fling yourself down or do whatever you have to do to keep from falling 190 feet. And instead take your little bit of damage instead.
Yeah, you can have my +4 proficiency bonus.
Yeah, but you managed to hang on, and it is you.
What a great mental image! Just think. Oh.
I mean, it's more like clang. Like I'm not like a beer can, you know. I'm like if you knock the grill over, smash. While it's on fire.
One of those ones where you just knock the grill over, or are you on top of the grill trying not to prevent yourself from like being burned at the same time?
I mean, I got the flaming sword, so that's probably where the 4 hit points came from. I probably like singed my, like, oh shit. It could be worse. I could have fallen.
No.
Okay. All right. Very thankful. I fell. Like I said, knocked the wind out of me in that heavy ass plate armor, but I did not like tumble.
Yes.
Whew. All right. That would be shitty.
It's a long fall.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially if you're way at the top.
I'm saved. All right. Get my 4 hit points. All right. Is it my turn? Because.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
It is 10 feet away. You got anything?
I do not. Like I don't even have like throwing knives or anything. It's not where I live. Yeah.
You could run and smack it and hope that one of your wizard friends catches you.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna let them keep the spells. I'm not. It's not that I don't think they can. I just don't want to waste a spell slot on me doing something dumb.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, saving throws and me not good. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna kind of back up like against the wall, and not be near like the edge of the stairs in case when Shtigg hits it again, it doesn't send the whole tower like toppling over.
Right.
So I'm gonna like try to brace myself for maybe advantage on a saving throw if I have to make one.
Okay. All right, Shtigg, it is you.
Shtigg looks down and goes, "I hope you all don't die." Stabs it again.
All right.
With a 15 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Do I sneak attack or just a regular attack?
What do you have anything that would allow you to sneak attack? Well,
if I'm flanking with,
you have an ally, yeah, because Sid's
Yeah.
right there, so yeah. Go
All
ahead.
right. Wow, that was a McShit's roll. So I'm going to utilize my feat that I took called Savage Attacker and reroll
Okay.
attack.
All right.
So 35 damage.
Okay. You stab it and it shatters. And as it does, the pieces of glass turn into blood and rain down. And with nothing left to hold on to, you also fall.
Is there any way I could try and jump off of it at the last second towards one of the walls?
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
All right. 31.
You can do it. gonna say it's not gonna be easy, but yeah, with that high of a roll, yeah, you
And I have
manage it.
strong speed too, so
Yeah, at the very last second, you almost sense that this is gonna happen, and you make like just a fantastic leap to safety, and blood rains down
clinging to the
on.
wall, by the way, by my
Huh?
cloth. I'm clinging to the wall by my cloth. With that on the tapestry, I'm just like,
Esmeralda manages to escape the worst of it, as does Lacey, but you just see just all of this blood rain down and splatter on the lower floor and just start dripping down the stairs that you came up.
Awesome.
And the glowing red light is no more, and the whole tower is dark and still.
I'm gonna make my way, I guess, to the front of the group, like towards the top of the stairs, and use the flaming sword like as my torch. Just kind of hold it aloft like I would a torch.
Okay. So you're gonna keep going up?
I mean, yeah, at this point, I mean, yeah, sure,
Okay.
sure.
All right. So you keep heading up, and the staircase does keep going past the heart, not very far, and it comes to a landing. And using your torch, you can see that the stairs end in a small room that's only about 20 by 20, though it's actually more like 20 by 15, because the stairs, take up part of the room. And there are manacles attached to the wall, and in the middle of the room is a bed that's fitted with leather restraints, and an iron chest at the end of the bed, and a wooden ladder that leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling. And little streams of water are dripping down through the trapdoor, forming a puddle around the base of the ladder.
Shtigg's like, I smell a treasure chest. He starts heading after Roderigo, looking between his legs.
Mm.
He knows something.
The stairwell, like it's more like an attic, like ladder, right? Is that what I'm picturing for this in the middle of the room?
The ladder is yeah, it's hard to tell from the picture in the book, but yeah, there's just a ladder leading up to a trapdoor, and just like a very plain wooden ladder. Or probably metal, actually. Wood would be rotted by now.
Is the trapdoor closed?
Yes.
Okay.
It is rotting wood, though, so probably wouldn't be that hard to open.
I'm gonna make sure Sid, Anna Marie. What's Esmeralda doing? Is she still?
She would probably be climbing up to join you.
Okay.
It wouldn't take her too long.
Okay.
Especially if she sees that you're not coming down right away.
I guess I'm gonna, if she's coming up and everybody's kind of still moving in the general direction, I'm gonna wait till everybody kind of gets at least close to the room, climb the ladder, and then that was like, this sucks without you being able to see me, but like pushing it up and like kind of throwing it open like as quickly as possible, but not like sticking my head into it, just opening it from down below and seeing like if there's light, if a bunch of bats pour out, something along those lines.
Okay. You are immediately greeted by a cold wind and like a little splash of rain coming in, but not a whole lot. And there are thunderclouds above, And as you are looking up, they sort of coalesce into Strahd's face. And he opens his mouth and just like hordes of bats pour out and start descending down upon the tower.
We're definitely going to close that thing back up, and I'm going to look at Shtigg
Okay.
and be like, you don't want to go back. You don't want to go out there.
And then like within a couple of seconds, you can hear like the like above the like fluttering like through the closed door.
I'm going to look at Shtigg and be like, told you.
I believe you, Roderigo. But it's time to find out what's in this chest. I go over to the chest and start really looking at it.
There's a crest on top that is the Strahd's family crest.
Ooh. I really want to open it now.
It is locked. Yeah, the crest is, it's kind of like a stylized, like dragon mixed with a raven or something like that. It looks very gothic.
I'll pull a little picking tool out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a thieves tools check.
Oh no, my dice has rolled off the table. Oh.
It takes 19d6 damage.
My dice. It shattered into 1,000,000 dice pieces. How unfortunate is that? These tools.
Just like use your dexterity and proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Then 17 plus. Sorry.
I don't know if I don't know if it's really like linked to a specific stat. I usually use dexterity. You could make an argument for a different one, but I'm sure your dex is highest.
28.
I'm just going to smash this
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, you pop it open like it's nothing.
Like
It's not magical. It's like you're like, I've seen this lock 1,000,000 times before. And there's this moment. It's like the moment you've been waiting for your whole life, where you open this chest and this like golden glow illuminates your face. And inside this chest, resting on like deep purple velvet, is this shining, perfectly polished, bejeweled golden crown. And it's just beautiful.
I look over at everyone. If anyone sees me, and I'm like, reach in there and grab it. Start giggling to myself, trying to decide if I should tell the party that I found it or not. I'll
Pretty
turn around
amazing.
and go. Empty. Close the chest and start
Like a
walking.
huge like crown-sized lump in your in your shirt now.
Yeah. And time to go. No more questions.
Shtigg, what is that? A smoothie?
It is a beat from earlier. Took one for the road.
And you see Anna Marie out of nowhere, just boom, snatch it with a fucking mage hand.
I'm like, no, my crown!
The most beautiful thing I own.
That's right. I'm just constantly. I see the second I see like Stig's eyes just go. Whoop. Like Anna Marie knows just to pay attention. So the second he just like tries to like hide his eyes, she just kind of like unleashes it, just kind of like holds it above his head, like, oh, what is that? That's quite beautiful.
I'm holding on to it. My crown, let go!
No, you weren't going to try and hide this from us, were you?
Still hanging from the crown. No.
Of course you wouldn't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Yes.
So beautiful. It deserves to be worn. Why don't you put it on, Shtigg?
Yeah, exactly. If you want it, just wear it.
I already
We can
have
let you wear it out of here. It's okay.
I have a nice hat. It's a very good hat.
Wear them both.
I mean, fuck it. I'll take my hat off and set it on my head.
And I'll kind of like slowly bring it down to like set it on his head. Slowly bring it down, and no. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, it's so mean.
It's fine though.
You shouldn't tease the cat.
Grumpy
It's
Shtigg
not very
put the
nice.
hat back on. Fine. Then you wear it. Aren't you a pretty lady?
It's a little gauche for my taste. I appreciate your thought though. I may take some of the jewels out of it if that's what you so wish. I do like beautiful things. I mean,
Well, that would be such a shame.
Do not dismantle the crown. We sell it at full, and we split the money. Split it, however.
I agree.
You could just
I agree quite.
97111.
Right,
Something like that.
It's super pain to even say that. We split it.
He's like split. Like has trouble saying the word split.
Let's take an early break because I have to pee.
All right. Cool. This is gonna be a change. we're usually a little more like, oh, let's go stretch out. Like, look, y'all, I gotta go pee, so we're gonna take a break.
That's right. Hey, you know.
All right.
Hey, be honest with the people.
Yeah, cool. I was like, all honesty here. Plus, I'm just a disembodied M anyway, talking to everybody. So why not make this even better? All right. So it is 8:30. Our intrepid dungeon master has informed everybody she got to pee. I'm gonna not be this M hopefully when everybody comes back, even though I'm making motions and you can't see me. So it's 8:30. We're gonna take like about a 10-minute break. So hopefully I can get this camera issue fixed. And we will be right back. Thank you for joining us. We're having an absolute blast. We hope you are too. And we will see you on the other side of this break. All right, y'all. We are back. I am back. After some camera issues, everybody's peed. My camera works. And we will pick it right back up from our early break. Raining blood.
Yes. Yeah.
Shtigg's
So
got a
you
crown.
defeated the giant glass heart and found the little room at the top of the tower, which is unfortunately not an exit from the castle unless you want to, go fight hordes of bats and then climb down 200 feet or so.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I could do it, but not these guys.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's probably true.
I mean, I got a plan for getting down that far, but I don't know about the rest of you guys.
My plan is gravity.
Sid does have a flying broom, but he'd have to leave his dog behind. So it's kind of not.
Ain't happening.
Yeah. So, Esmeralda, I don't think she has that specific kind of magic. She has a little bit, but not that one. So he's like, well, back down we go. Your card reading. I know a bit about the Taroka deck. It said anything about Strahd that would be helpful here.
One second. I made some notes, and I'm gonna have to go to my book, and he pulls out a little book called Google Docs. He's searching through the pages.
It's a good thing you got that there, Sid.
Yeah, it's really good. I use this to organize my notes. Google was the name of my mentor, so I just figured I'd name it after him. So here we go.
Was he a goblin?
Um,
Seems like a goblin name.
he wasn't a goblin. He was like, so my master was an artificer himself, but he was a warforged. So he's like,
Oh.
think of this big machine.
Very interesting.
He was pretty cool. You'd have to meet him. But here in my notes, it says that the enemy is a creature of darkness, and his powers are beyond mortality. It says to look to the mother's tomb to take on Strahd. So
A tomb. Well, all of the tombs would be in the dungeon, the catacombs.
So I suppose that's
We are
the next place we gotta go.
so back down the damn tower then.
Yes, back down to the basement, I suppose.
All right. Basement, tower, whatever. Shtigg will start begrudgingly heading down the stairs. I hate stairs. Blah blah blah. Just complaining to himself about stairs.
Well,
Are you Barrett Wallace?
What?
Barrett Wallace.
Oh yeah, from Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
I know. Why did we have to take the stairs? Quit complaining, Barrett. I'm gonna die, I swear. No, you're not.
So Sid will go your all's pace, but he's just gonna be floating on his broom as you all walk down the stairs.
True bastard right there.
And he's just gonna look to Shtigg. He's gonna be like, it looks like you're getting a little tired there. It's only what, 190 feet of stairs? Come on. Look, it's easy. Look.
Is there a railing or is it just stairs?
It's just stairs.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I just put my head down and accept my mocking and
That
keep.
bastard's drunk.
Your tail just like slowly goes in front of you, like just.
No, when you get down, Esmeralda's been like trying to wipe a little bit of blood off of her. She's just like, this figure's disgusting. And Lacey is still at the bottom, and actually, no, I'm gonna say she's gone. Just poof, disappeared.
She found somewhere else to hang out.
I guess so. So are you heading back down the way you came?
Yeah.
All right. So you head back down, and you re-enter the room with the alcoves with like rotted cots, and then the room that you found Lacey in, which just had a couple of smashed tables and a few bones sprinkled around. And then off of that room are two doors, one leading to the one filled with bones, the desecrated room, and then another door leading to a room that you haven't explored yet.
Once we're all back down on the ground, I'm going to go back in front, and I guess we'll go to the room that we haven't been to yet. There's a door?
Yes.
I'm gonna like open it like as quickly as I can. Like if it opens inward, I'm just gonna pull it open just to see, and if it opens outwardly, I'm gonna kick it. I haven't smashed anything yet, so I'm gonna kick the door open and use the sword once again, like as a torch to see into the room.
Go ahead and kick the door open because that's cooler.
Yeah.
Roll an athletics check.
Yeah, that I can do.
Like,
Heck yeah.
Yeah, damn right.
That's right.
24.
Nice. Yeah, you kick the door and it slams open. And inside, you see a shadowy room that is immediately illuminated by your sword. And you see the elf that you met when you first entered the castle that told you to meet Strahd in the banquet hall. And he's sitting behind a large desk with a chair, an inkwell, and a quill. And there are dark oak paneled walls that are hanging with lances, swords, and shields that all have the Barovian crest on them. And he looks up and sees you, and a cruel smile curls on his lips. And he stands and says, "Ha, I see my master hasn't killed you yet. Well, that just allows me the pleasure of doing it myself." And he will draw his scimitar.
Ed will quit. He'll say, "He couldn't if he wanted to."
And everyone can roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Why do I keep rolling so well for initiative? That makes me paranoid about the rest of my existence. Am I gonna blow it up on that? Or what?
Ooh, all right.
Same though. Dang. All right, what you guys got?
8%.
Okay.
18.
24. Dig.
Who had 24?
Dig.
Nice.
15 for Anna Marie.
All right. Shtigg, you see this elf drawing his scimitar and moving to attack. What would you like to do?
I will. Let's see. And what's in this room?
He is currently behind a large desk that has just like little ink pots and quills and papers on it. Other than that, there's just weapons and shields hanging on the wall, sort of decoratively. It's actually like a super nice room. Like it just looks like a very well-kept office. Sort of doesn't make sense for like the room that you just came out of.
Fair. The bone room and everything.
Hey, bro, your foyer's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. The dining room. Big time. All right. Well, I will. I will go ahead and hide.
Excellent.
I will kind of step to the side and kind of like get behind the desk a little bit. I am at a 29 hide.
Okay. He is going to step 1 foot back up on his chair and then step forward onto his desk and plunge his scimitar toward you.
Me?
Roderigo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Bring it.
No, he doesn't see you, Shtigg.
So I was like, wow, this guy's really good.
No, he's perceptive, but not that much.
Bring it.
That is a 19 to hit.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Got a little cocky. Got what I deserved.
Nothing like even.
But that's only 7 slots.
All right.
And you hear as he steps forward this sort of chorus of like sort of distant screaming, and you can sort of innately, maybe through your connection to, because you're a paladin and you also have this connection to death experienced in your life, you know that what you're hearing is the screams of all the souls that this man has killed in his lifetime. And it's so potent that it's just echoing like an aura around him. And you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, that's creepy.
I'm expecting like Final Fantasy, like battle music. I was like, there's like a choir? I was like, man, this is like Duel of Fates and shit. I was like, this is gonna be awesome.
Don't forget your aura gives you the bonus.
Yeah. D&D Beyond takes care of that for me. Thank you. 21.
Okay. So you managed to fight most of it off, but you will still take half damage, which is 9 psychic damage.
I'm not even that smart. That sucks.
All right. And then Esmeralda is going to rush to your side and
no.
And hold out her hand, say, with the power of the Vistani. And she's going to cast Hold Person.
Nice.
Ooh, that would be very good.
Yeah.
It saves me from having to do it.
Oh, and he rolls a 1.
Oh.
That's right, bitch. Okay, so he is paralyzed. You watch as he seizes up, and for a moment, Roderigo, you see her eyes flare, and Roderigo, it is your turn.
I'm gonna give kind of a, I don't know, like a little wink to Esmeralda as an acknowledgement that that was pretty badass. All this is going on. So what? He's standing on top of the desk, and I lost everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In sort of like a mid-crouched thrust toward you.
Okay.
And then he just is frozen.
I'm gonna hop up on the desk, and in like a swift motion, just however big the desk is, I'm gonna put my finger in his face, and use my channel divinity, vow of enmity. The only thing I'm gonna enjoy more than destroying you is destroying your master, and I'm gonna take some big flaming sword chops. Jesus Christ. 15.
You missed, didn't you?
I rolled with advantage. I got 15. No.
Oh, that doesn't hit. I'm sorry.
I know. All right. So I got a little excited.
To like poor Barovian farmers.
I'm gonna take.
Anna Marie didn't have much for paladins before this. She doesn't have much for paladins after this.
Aw.
All right, 21 or 23 actually.
That hits.
Thank you. I was like, gee.
Yeah.
And as a result of my anger and missing the first time, I'm gonna swing with 2 hands. God damn it! I rolled a 1 for damage, so it's gonna be 6 slashing and 7 fire damage.
Nice.
As I just get a little overexcited and don't hit the weird man right in front of me. Womp womp.
6 and 7. All right.
Yo, dog, I don't like you laughing at me. I get it.
All right.
Oh, paladins.
Anna Marie, you
All right.
have you have an open shot for this guy.
All right. Let's see what she wants to cast. She wouldn't be that close, but ooh, nah. Let's go with. You know what? She'll just hit him with the. Ray of Frost again. Alright, so that's a 21 to hit.
Oh yes.
Alright, and then 2d8. Oh, fuck yeah. 14 points of damage.
Nice. All right.
A solid ray of frost, dude.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 8 and a 6.
That's really good.
Sid.
Sid
You.
is going to run up to it with the maul, and he's going to attack it. Swinging both attacks at it. The first is 19 to hit,
Oh yes, that will hit.
and then 21 to hit, so they both hit.
Mm-hmm.
Total of 25 bludgeoning damage,
Nice.
and then Maul will run up behind it and use his force empowered rend. Let me find my thing here. D&D Beyond doesn't do very good with the Stone Defender unless I'm missing something. So that's a 25 to hit on that one. That's a hit.
That will hit.
And he will do 12. Oh, sorry. I misread that. 10 force damage.
All right. Go Maul.
Yes.
No.
He's got a gnaw on its leg.
No on him. All right. Shtigg. You're hidden, but also you have advantage because he's paralyzed.
Oh yeah. Like an anime, Shtigg busts out from behind the desk and is like, runs right past him. And I got a 21 to hit.
Yes.
I'm going to re-roll that damage.
Okay.
All right. So 32 points of damage to him.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you stick him real good. And you you think you almost catch a grimace, like even past the paralyzing magic.
Heck yeah. And for my attack, I come flying back
Nice.
for 22 to hit.
Yep.
For another 11 damage.
You guys are tearing this guy up.
And then I
Alright.
hide.
He's looking really bad. He's like dripping blood. It's pretty hardcore.
He's got a 30. Wow.
Ah.
So zip, zip, and then I hide again.
All right. He's going to make another saving throw.
Like Yuffie.
And pretty sure he remains to be paralyzed. Yep.
Oh, God. I would hate to be him so bad.
So, Ez is going to do some damage. Hopefully. So she's going to attack with her. She's going to pull out her weapons. She probably already had out, to be honest, because and she crits.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That is the MVP of this one.
my beautiful girl, you're doing so well.
That's why we named
Proud
a
of
book
you.
after you.
So let's see. So 20 damage with the first one. And then she's going to stab him with the rapier again. That's another hit. And he keels over before she can even get her third attack in and just crumbles. And as he does, she's like, "Don't be such an asshole."
Put me down for scared and horny.
Manny.
Also sad paladin sounds because I did 13 points of damage on like all the shit I can do. Anna Marie throws out like a cantrip and she's like, "Yep, boom." Like, so yeah, I'm gonna channel all my frustration of being ineffective to like this kind of this thing that me and Esmeralda got going on, even though she might not know it or reciprocate it or think of me because I'm dead. Yeah.
So there's this moment of silence as this elf sort of slumps off the side of the desk to the floor. And there's not a whole lot else in this room. And then sort of distantly, Shtigg and Anna Marie and Esmeralda too, which Esmeralda will probably like. Roderigo, you see her sort of narrow her eyes and tilt her head a little. You hear this very distant sort of howling. I said, "Do you hear that?"
Shtigg, as he's going through the dead guy's pockets, he's like, "Did you guys hear a wolf or something?" And he keeps on digging.
Roderigo heard nothing. I mean, really, no.
Yeah,
Is the Final Fantasy battle music done now that dude's dead, or is this like a byproduct of where we
Yeah.
are? Okay.
Strahd does have werewolves under his control, but in the castle, and perhaps.
Dogs should not be allowed inside.
Doesn't mean
Now, hey
anything.
now.
Other than no, he's the dog. Go
Okay.
over.
Noel
Make-
kind of whine a little bit before his tail wags when you say that.
I'm like making nice with him. Like I like him. He's good.
Have Nomic perception check with advantage.
Shit, is
With
he?
advantage.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to succeed. 25.
Okay. Nah smells another dog. Which will probably catch his attention.
So
Or at least something dog related.
he will then sniff. He'll sniff around and act really excited.
And it goes from one door. You can definitely tell there's like a trail. It goes from one door over to like just the middle of a wall and it disappears.
So I guess he'll follow the trail until he gets to the wall.
Yeah.
I would know Null well enough to know that he smells something like a creature or something going that way. So Sid will say, it looks like Null smells something going through here, but you know, we smell it at the wall. Maybe it's a like a illusion, and I'll kind of like tap his ball against the wall.
Shtigg, roll 66. Sid, roll an investigation check.
$20.
Okay. You're like investigating the wall and you can feel sort of a slight indentation, and then you feel where the wallpaper is cut just perfectly so that it's not one solid piece. There's like a little bit of an overlap, and then when it gets down to the wood paneling about halfway down, there's like it's also cut like very lightly, like very subtly, and you think that there might be like a part of the wall that can slide out, like there might be some like a section, like a secret door.
So Sid will tell the party his ideas, and he will go about trying to open the secret door.
Shtigg, what'd you roll?
19.
You find 19 gold on the elf's body. They're each stamped with Strahd's profile on one side and with his seal on the other side.
Heck yeah. And I look up and I go, this guy was totally broke.
As Sid, I guess, kind of looks for, you know, whatever's behind the hidden panel, and with Maw kind of being alerted, I'm going to follow him over there and kind of stand behind him, flaming sword ready, just in case something comes flying out of this door like a dog.
All right.
Like a dog.
So you're messing with the door, trying to get it open?
Who?
Sid.
Oh yes,
Go
for
ahead
sure.
and
Yeah.
make an athletics check.
Athletics. No,
Yeah,
just
you
good at
worked
that
the
one.
door for once.
I mean, if we're just going to
I
rip...
rolled
All
5.
right.
Sid can tell Roderigo what he's trying to do and ask Roderigo if he can assist.
I want to make my way over, and is this like like a bookshelf that needs to be moved, or is there just like something weird on like the flat wall?
Yeah, it's just like the flat wall.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna kind of pat Sid, say thanks. You know, good try. I'm gonna look at it for a second, kind of square it up, and then I'm just gonna run forward and basically like police SWAT kick it. See what happens.
Excellent. What's your roll?
21. Not that great, but still impressive.
Okay, so you go ahead and roll for damage. Roll like 2d6.
Mm-hmm. 5.
Okay, so you hear a crack, and the sides of it widen as it sort of like splinters inward, and you hear kind of like a snap, and when you grab it, it swings open like some kind of latching mechanism was broken.
It swings in?
It swings into the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops.
And back behind it, there's this long hallway. Actually, is there? No, there is a staircase going down.
Vertical
into
hallway,
darkness.
heard.
Exactly. Yeah, just a down hallway.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna kind of move out of everybody's like line of sight so they can see. I'm gonna kind of check with everybody going down, and then sword out like a torch. I'm gonna make my way down the stairs.
Correct.
You assholes coming or what?
Catacombs should be down, so it makes sense to me.
Perfect.
And Esmeralda will follow.
Perfect.
You even put up floor 04A, if you would.
Is that the more zoomed in one or the further
The
out
more
one?
zoomed in one.
The more zoomed in one?
The second to last one I sent.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Okay, sorry. I didn't download it. I just thought I could. And boom. Dead out. Alright. It is up, and I'll put it in the Discord for everybody. Alright. Boom. We are up.
Okay. So the stairs descend about 30 feet before making a 90-degree turn, and then descending another 40 feet, which your torch illuminates pretty well. And you finally get to this room that has a big statue in the center of it. It's pretty small and about 30 feet square, and with a 20-foot tall ceiling. And I'm sorry, not a statue, a brazier that is burning but doesn't seem to be producing any heat. And overhead, on either side of this brazier are two statues of a horse and rider in those little circular alcoves. And you can see across from the staircase that you descended, there's a doorway to another room.
Do we recognize the riders? The statues?
They do not look familiar.
Okay. So they're not statues of Strahd.
No, they just appear to be, sort of like just a vague, commonplace.
All right.
Yeah, no one in particular.
Then they can stay.
There.
You're not gonna go like, what was it, Pope Augustine or whatever?
Yeah, no, I'm a what? Put my own face on it? No, I'm good.
No, you're not just gonna go around smashing all the winkies off.
No. I mean, the dude's got his winky out while riding a horse. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna king shame anybody. That's.
Hey man, you don't know what the sculptor envisioned.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't understand his vision. It's fine.
Art is art, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to understand it. It's not my house. I didn't pay for it.
Right.
You want to have weird shit in your house? That's on you. All right. So
you would also probably almost immediately notice the other two staircases directly to your left, going back up. The one that you came down in the picture is at the very top.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I guess we'll go. Go ahead.
I was just going to say we should keep going down, but after we check what's in that room across the right,
Okay.
across the way.
All right. Yeah. Let's open the door.
Hold on 1 second there. Door kicker. Hold my ear to the door and see if I hear anything.
You go ahead and make a perception check.
All right. So, perception 6. 15.
You hear some water sloshing, and you hear, as you listen, you hear another one of those howls, which all of you would hear now, because it is much louder.
Shtigg turns around with big eyes. Ah, shit. I think there's a dog in there. I'll kind of like...
Does the door sound a bit distant?
Is the door locked?
It doesn't appear to be.
All right, I open it just a crack and sniff it. Do I smell anything in particular?
You mostly smell moldy water. There's maybe a very, very vague hint of wet dog, but you can't be sure if you're just imagining it.
Yeah, which is likely. Shtigg hates all dogs except for Sid's. That's his buddy.
Except for Gnaw.
Yeah, that's his buddy dog. You get one dog friend, and that's it.
Yes.
So it's a backseat. Come on, get out of here, Julian. All right, I'll open the door and take a look inside.
You see a pretty wide room, but it's completely cut off by a red curtain that's hanging floor to ceiling. And you can't see what's beyond the curtain without going up to it and parting it.
Oh, I'm gonna part it, all right.
Beyond the curtain, you going up and parting it?
Yeah, I'm going up and scratching the shit out of it.
Beyond the curtain, you see two large wooden thrones, and you can see that this room is actually a balcony that is overlooking a great pool of water. And you can see dark, low shapes that are sort of half submerged in the water that are making these sloshing sounds. And it's about a 50-foot square room. And from the ceiling are hanging like thick chains. And in the that are hanging down into the water, and you see like racks and iron maidens and stocks and some skeletons that are still inside some of them.
How far down is the water from where I am?
It looks to be about 5 feet down, and then maybe another 5 feet deep.
All right. Hey, Roderigo, maybe you should go look at that. That's too close for me.
How far is the fall?
Maybe 5 feet down to the water. The water looks deep enough that you wouldn't get hurt, though. And maybe if you dove head first,
Okay, so
you could hurt yourself. But you'd have to be trying.
Can I? And the water's not deep. I'm not like literally jumping into a pool of water, right? I'm wearing plate armor. I'm gonna fucking sink like a stone.
You're tall enough that you'd be fine.
Okay.
You don't have to jump into the water either. Guy. You could look over the edge and see what's in the water.
Yeah, let's
You
do
definitely see some dark shapes moving in the water. I mean, you might not.
I do. I tell him about it.
Yeah, like, point them out to me, man. Help point me in the right direction.
No, jump in more over there. Over there.
They seem to be disturbed by the light and the sound. Most of the shapes that you see are from these iron maidens in the stockades, and things that it looks like instruments of torture. It kind of looks like people would sit in the thrones and like watch people be tortured for fun. That's kind of what this room looks like. A little fucked up.
That's messed up even for Shtigg.
Yeah.
So, is there something moving like in the water, like kind of a thing? And I'm taking
like,
it. It's submerged that I can't. There's nothing like sticking out of it.
It's definitely mostly submerged.
Mostly.
But like, yeah, but you're getting like ripples and sloshing, where like maybe it's breaching the water sometimes.
You want to disturb it, Roderigo?
But trying to stay in the shadows. It's very like horror movie, like creepy in the water
I pull
stuff.
a little iron ball bearing out of my pocket. Pull two of them out. You want me to throw it?
Yes, and then I have another idea. And of course, my internet shits out.
Right. What's the other idea? At least you look contemplative and confident.
I'm gonna look towards Anna Marie and Sid and kind of assume one of you has lightning, that whatever is in the pool of water near all of the metal instruments of torture. Of course.
I don't know what it does.
Sorry. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my stupid internet.
That's funny though. But yeah, apparently Esmeralda does. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got you, boo.
All right, there we go. Yeah, like I said, my other idea is whatever is in that water, wet and near instruments of metal torture, will not do very well with lightning. So if Shtigg, if you want to throw the ball and we can see if it's got to come to that, then fine. If not, I'm just gonna be like, Anne Marie, Sid, anybody want to zap this? And yeah,
I'll throw the ball.
throw them. Let's see what happens.
I throw one of the many like iron ball bearings in my pocket towards one of the dark shapes.
It moves in reaction to it, and briefly comes into the circle of light, created by, you know, your various light sources that you're carrying. And you see what looks like a zombie, very like sloughing flesh, dark bluish, mottled skin, some bone peeking through, and then it's like it sinks back under the water again.
I look over and I'm like, Anna, I think it's your sister in there. And I kind of like shy up and walk away a little bit.
Would you like to sleep outside again?
I kind of remembered who I was talking to and kind of like zipped it and walked away.
Esmeralda will look at Roderigo and sort of give you like a, shall I?
Yes. After you.
And so she kind of smiles and will pull out of her bag a bit of wolf fur and a crystal, and she rubs them together and sparks begin building, and then she does a swift hand movement and says a word, and a huge 5-foot wide, just blinding blast of lightning shoots out and hits the water. It's like a freaking 3rd level spell. And everybody in there needs to make a dexterity saving throw, so let me roll for all of them.
Oh, I thought you meant us. I was like, look, man, I'm
No,
wearing metal
not
and I'm not
you.
dexterous.
No, not
No,
you.
you definitely get cooked.
I'm a lightning rod.
Double check her. Save DC. Okay. So that will be 8d8. Or no, 8d6.
Futile.
Some fireball dice.
Two. All right. So 32 damage. Where are they? Where are you? 32 damage cooks most of them. So, the whole the water just sizzles, and you see bloop, 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 4 bodies pop up to the surface.
Hell yeah.
You also hear a scream come from deeper down in the distance, and you can see that off to the side of the room there is sort of a passageway leading from this big water room like further down into darkness that's still like submerged in water, it appears.
At this point, I'm just going to make my way. I'm going to give Esmeralda like a nice little bow. It's the paladin equivalent of the golf clap, less condescending. I'm going to kind of step over the rail and make my way towards whatever is still left.
Okay. Two figures will emerge as you splash down into the water, and you may take a shot at them.
That's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do casual like with one hand. It's gonna be 11. It's gonna be 11 slashing and 9 fire.
All right, you straight up just decapitate that one and send his head flying.
Nice.
Yeah. Just like floats to the surface, twitching a little. The other one will take a swipe at you. Do you have a second swing or just the one?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I'll take it at the other one.
Sure.
That's going to be 19.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be 11 slashing and 9 more fire.
All right, you take that one out just as easily as the first.
Okay.
And now that you are down in the water, you can see that, you can see up on the map that this room extends down into other rooms. What are probably holding cells for prisoners, if you had to take a wild guess. And you can sort of hear now someone calling out, "Hello, is someone there?"
I think there's kind of alert everybody else because everybody's still up on the balcony. So I was like, I think I hear somebody down here, down this hallway. And I'm gonna slowly hope somebody's gonna follow me, and I'm gonna start to make my way like towards the voice.
Esmeralda will jump in after you.
Yeah, girl.
Who did we lose?
Sid.
Landon.
Oh no.
What happened?
Did that just happen?
Yeah.
I've been on other pages.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says he's having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, Shtigg starts prowling off after Esmeralda and Roderigo,
Okay.
keeping to the shadows as he's wont to do.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm gonna be splashing my way through this water in my heavy ass armor with my flaming sword torch, not being subtle, not
Of course.
casting shadows, not hiding in them.
Is there water? Is that what we're walking in?
Yeah.
There's 5 feet of water.
Oh, I'm
So-
on your back.
Okay.
Not surprised.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Just you don't. I mean, you can't dig your claws into the plate, so I'm good.
No, I'm looking down like in disdain. I'm like, yeah, water. God, and it smells bad.
So to your left, the cells are barred by a okay, you can get into both sides. It's just the cells themselves have heavy iron bars across them.
The door, like in the hallway, or
No, just the single cells.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick whichever side is where the voice is coming from,
Yeah.
and then like cautiously kind of make my way like down that corridor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
with
it's
Shtigg
the
on my
voice-
shoulder.
The voice seems to be coming from one of the backmost cells. The one actually that in the picture is the furthest down into the left on the screen. When you finally reach it, you find a fairly young man with dark black skin, and he's completely soaked head to toe, and he's holding onto the bars and his teeth are chattering, and you can see that he has a 5 o'clock shadow that's beginning to grow, and he all of the rest of the cells that you've passed seem to be empty, but as soon as the light sort of hits his face, he flinches back a bit, but he doesn't let go of the bars, and he says, "Who's there?"
I am Roderigo. We've come for the villain Strahd. Who are you?
I'm a resident of Valeki. I was captured and brought here. Please let me out. I can help you.
I'm gonna kind of give Shtigg a look, and I guess Esmeralda, she came with us. I don't know. This guy might not be from Waleki. I don't know. Esmeralda might have a better insight into this guy.
She just sort of gives you a little shrug, like, I don't know him.
Let's be real. I don't want to let this dude out and have to fight him. I feel shitty leaving him here. But at the same time, we leave him, there's no problem.
Yeah, basically.
But remember that the key to beating Strahd is found in the mother's tomb.
All right, I didn't get the dream, so I'm gonna listen to Sid.
I could be wrong, but
you had the dream though. And plus I was like, I legit trust you to know these things. Roderigo's not that smart. Sid's way smarter. So
There is treasure in here. If you lift the bars, you can get it.
Oh, now I know he's lying. Fuck that guy.
I am not lying. I am not lying. And he'll hold his breath and duck underwater. And when he comes back up, he's holding like a fistful of gold coins with Strahd's face on them.
Oh, dude,
Okay.
gross.
Maybe I trust this guy. Open the door.
Please let me out. All I want to do is return to my family.
I whisper to Roderigo so no one else can hear. Don't worry, I will kill him.
I'm gonna. All right, man. I'm gonna open the door. Like with one arm, but like with the other one, like I want this to be very clear that like I'm taking the most threatening stance possible while opening this door. This is not an invitation. This is not an invitation.
It's more. It's more like a portcullis. You'll have to make a strength check to lift it up. This guy is obviously too weak to do so himself.
Am I gonna have to go under the water to do this?
No. You can. Yeah, there's like enough stuff you can grab onto. He looks kind of half starved too. He also looks like he's been a little bit electrocuted. Good job, Esmeralda.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's not at full health.
All right.
BTW.
Shit. Sorry, man. All right. I'm gonna. I guess.
Thanks for that.
That's fucked up.
Otherwise, he looks like a normal person. Like we just.
Yeah, right now he does.
What the fuck? Man, right now he does. Come on. All right. Because now I have sudden trepidation. Because right now he looks normal. It's going to be a 12.
I couldn't help myself.
It's going to be a 12 on my athletics check to kind of the portcullis.
Well, it was only a DC 10, so that's what the book says. I'm like, this guy can't get out himself. What the fuck?
You can't even take a
But
10.
I know, right?
Weak.
So yeah, he's been here for a while, you guys. He's not doing hot. Yeah, you definitely feel like you could take him in a fight. He's not a threat to you.
All right.
If that makes you feel any better about this decision.
Kind of.
You guys are going to fight Strahd. You think this guy is going to be a challenge?
I mean, I don't know. This could be Strahd. Like, help me, stab. And we fell for. All right, so
Maybe.
my half-ass 12.
Yeah,
I'm gonna literally lift it just enough for him to fit out there, and not easily.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take it. He'll definitely take it. That does mean it's going to be difficult to get any treasure out, unless you guys want it.
All right, while I'm lifting
Shtigg,
the portcullis, I'm gonna have handed Shtigg my sword. Don't hit me in the head with it.
I mean, you could like go underwater and reach down and get some gold, but that would require Shtigg to go underwater. I don't know how you feel about that. Is it worth it?
I'm not going underwater. Shtigg can do whatever the hell he wants. I'm not going under that shit. That shit's gross.
I'm asking. Yeah, he's probably been doing his business in that water.
Yeah, I know. All right, so we let him out. Now what?
I'm telekinetic.
Okay.
I'm gonna start. What's he doing?
He's shivering. It's uncomfortable for him. He will thank you profusely. He's like, "Thank you. I am beholden. You any way that I can. Are you looking to escape the castle? I can help with that."
Where's the?
In that direction. And he points in the way that you were going.
That's all we need.
I make you a deal, perhaps. I wish to leave. A strong looking. Maybe I should stay with you. There are traps. I can lead you past them safely. Then I believe we will be even. Do you accept?
Then you go.
I will try to remember. Has been a while since they brought me here.
If one of my companions hits even one trap, I cut your throat.
I'll do my best.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take my sword back from Shtigg. Thanks.
Shtigg will go ahead and kind of dig through the water with his telekinetic power a little bit. See if he can't pull up some coins.
Alright. For every minute you dig, you can... Dang it, I was just there. You can get... $100 coins.
Every minute?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
But...
Well, guys, enjoy fighting Strahd.
You'll eventually run out of coins, but yeah,
I'll grab as many as I can before I'm pulled out of that.
So,
everyone gets sick of me and drags me out of there.
This man will introduce himself as Emil, and he will be like, all right, stay where you are. This hallway is not safe. And then he will disappear underwater. And you can kind of see him, but the water is real murky and it does not look good at all.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not in it.
Smart. I mean, Roderigo, you're probably safe. You're immune to disease.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I'm dead too. I mean, like, I got a bunch of things working for
only
me.
so much. Yeah.
This is just principle. I'm not getting that. That's gross. I'm dead. I'm not disgusting. Alright, Shtigg's getting paid. Homie's swimming in the water. Gross.
While there, I'm going to ritual cast detect magic. I figure if I have 10 minutes anyways, I'm going to spell put it to use.
So he will raise up, finally pop up above the water and say, all right, I think I know the sequence. And we'll say, do exactly as I do. And we'll hug one side of the wall and move about 7.5 feet and then move directly to the other side of the wall and then move another like 5 or 10 feet and then go to the other side and keep just like alternating as if avoiding certain patches of the ground. So I'm gonna have everybody make what's marching order? We'll do this. We'll do it this way.
I'll be
probably me and Roderigo.
Yeah, I'll be first. With however you want to do Shtigg on my shoulder.
Okay. So Roderigo's first. Then
I guess I'll behind the Captain Impaired over here.
Yar.
All right.
Sid on the back.
Yeah.
All right. So Sid is coming up last.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Hey, I'll just, sit back with Dahl, reminiscing on the good old days.
All right. So,
I love it.
Everyone go ahead and roll either either acrobatics, dexterity, or intelligence for how well you can follow this exact pattern. And the DC is going to get a little harder the further down the line you are, but it's not going to be that hard of a check. And Shtigg, you don't have to roll. Your roll is Roderigo.
Good luck, dog.
I'm ready to jump right off of you.
All right.
Don't think I'm not.
So Sid got 17 on an intelligence check because.
Okay.
I'm encouraging Roderigo. Does that give him any kind of bonus? You can do it.
Maybe.
Mark, I believe in you.
16.
We'll give you like a +1.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
take it.
Yeah.
I'm very.
You don't get advantage yet.
That's
You don't
all
get
right.
advantage though. It's not good enough for advantage.
That's fine. 11.
Okay. Yeah. That'll do it. You're right behind Emil, so. All right. So Anna Marie.
16.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys all you do good enough. You stay in line. By the time it gets back to Sid, it's like maybe a step off, but not bad enough that you're anywhere close to triggering anything that might be under the water. So you managed to make it through whatever maze there is that you can't even see, and finally reach a curving staircase that ascends up out of this disgusting murky water.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Looks like I didn't even have to kill this guy. We made it trap free. I'm very proud.
And go ahead and throw out that second map.
All right. Because my internet's all janky. Everything sucks. Okay, boom, and throw it into the old Discord. Boom.
Thank you.
All right. It might take a second because my internet is booty, but
That's fine.
okay.
That same booty internet.
We got a pirate
You,
theme going.
Haha. You emerge in a huge room. There are arch ceilings supported by wide hollow columns that double as crypts. And cobwebs hang limply in the musty air, and a thick fog clings to the floor, which is covered in putrid waste. And when you look up, you can see that the black ceiling is almost wiggling with black mold. Ah, lovely.
I thought it was going to be bats, so I was like, somehow mold is worse. That's gross. Ugh.
The area is approximately 110 feet by 180 feet. And actually, you're right. The ceiling probably is covered in bats.
Okay.
Because it says the floor is covered in several inches of bat guano. So have fun with that.
Anybody needs fireball components, now's your time.
Yeah.
So there are 10-foot wide arched walkways running between the crypts. And each of them are sort of, the crypt entrances are all facing different directions. So that even though visually it's all in a row, it still has almost a maze-like quality to it. You can see ahead of you and to both sides. It's wider than it is long, but ahead and to both sides are doorways that look pretty ostentatious, despite like the very like tomb-like quality of this place.
Is our boy still with us, or did he bugger off once we made our way down here?
He is with you at the entrance, but he doesn't look eager to go in.
Okay.
However, he definitely seems, yeah.
Is there any light or anything from anything aside from my sword?
That's a good question. Your sword is definitely the brightest thing in the room at the moment. It has like a very spooky fog. Like you're like, first of all, where is this fog coming from? Because you're super underground, from what you know. I should say there aren't doors. There are open like archways, to three sides.
I'm gonna look at Sid, say, you've been speaking about tombs from the dream. Which one of these looks to be the right one?
So the card just said the tomb of the mother. There was a sign of a raven, though. Hold on a second. Where I had to restart my computer. My notes are gone. Sid is pulling out the old Google journal of many things. Yeah, it's just he saw a picture of a raven, and it says, "Look to the mother's tomb." Is
The two closest ones to you have openings facing what would be the center aisle, I guess, if you were just to walk straight forward. And the one to your left has a stone door that is carefully laid to the side, and you see freshly engraved letters spelling out the words Irina Kolyana, wife. And the one to the right says Petrina Velikovna, bride, and that one's closed. And those are just the first two that would be right there in front of you. Just as an example.
I'll look at Sid. Ring any bells? Anne-Marie, ring any bells?
I believe this is all a part of his curse. Do you believe these were all Irina?
The one that says Irina appears to be empty.
Dude. What about the one in front of us?
Those are the two that are closest to being right in front of you.
Yeah, the one that's not empty. Yeah, the one that's empty and the one that's not empty.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess we'll go. Yeah, I guess we'll go to the one that does not appear to be empty. We'll go do some grave robbing, I guess.
You don't want to open that one up?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I know a thing or two about the robbing of graves. I'm gonna start investigating the grave real quick, giving it a good eyeball for traps and contraptions. And
When you approach, Esmeralda will put a hand on your shoulder and say, I recognize this name.
who is it?
Patrina. She was an elf woman. Strahd married her after she became a great sorceress. She delved into the dark arts. She was going to marry him, but her own people stoned her to death before she could be turned into a vampire. Strahd demanded her body and then killed all the rest of the elf women in Barovia. All that remain now are elf men. They can no longer reproduce. They keep to themselves. No one ever sees them.
So are you saying there could be a itch in here, maybe? Some sort of...
Perhaps. Certainly nothing good.
I say nothing.
Should we split up, look at the rest of them, see what they say?
I'll go look at other ones.
Yeah.
I don't feel very satisfied that this is what we're looking for.
Which direction are you going in?
Let's go see arenas. Like, did somebody break out of it, or is it like under construction and yet to be filled?
You look at it and it appears recently swept clean. It looks like it's never been used before.
Okay.
Like it's being prepared.
All right. Yeah, no, that's not gonna. Is it like a sarcophagus? What's?
It appears to be empty. It's pretty bare except for a stone slab where you would place a body or a coffin or something like that.
So it's just like
There's
it's just like a platform. There's not like a sarcophagus or anything, vampire-y.
No.
Okay.
No, there's nothing at all in it yet except for like the low stone slab that you would put something on.
Okay. I guess. Do we want to just open the other one?
Might as well.
Yeah, screw it.
Yeah.
Let me hide, though.
All right.
Hide very well next to it and wait for something to pop up.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess we'll just open it up and see what we got going on. Once again, menacing sword stance, and if I can open it with like one arm, I'll do that.
All right. You open it, and and a spectral creature immediately rises up and flies at you. This white gown floating around her, her face is twisted in rage and horror. And she has the features of an elf and the pointed ears. Her entire visage is just twisted by the horror of her undead existence. And she wails and immediately will attack.
I take a swing at her with the sun sword as she pops out.
Go for it.
I got a 21 to hit.
Yep.
$35 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Nice.
You slice through her and she screams all the louder. Everyone within 30 feet needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
With what, +3 from
Yes.
Roderigo?
Yes.
Roderigo?
Yes.
Nice.
+3 for me.
Oh, that's good. I rolled
27.
I'm shocked that I rolled well. It's like, what?
22.
Nice.
And we're at +3.
Yes.
Yes.
20.
All right.
16.
Okay.
Yeah, +3 for you.
All right. So none of you drop to 0 hit points. That's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
But you do take 7 psychic damage.
Take that.
Luckily, she can only do that once a day.
Yeah, we won't come back and get another taste at some point.
Yeah, it's totally good.
Oh, this jerk.
Roderigo, why don't you, because you're the closest, go ahead next.
All right.
It's getting late, so I'm disregarding rolling for initiative.
That's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So. 15.
Nice.
open the palm
I know.
down.
I really wanted to
You
do.
deserve this.
I really wanted to do all the smiting and stuff, but I don't want to waste it. So 15.
Right. Understandable.
15 plus
Don't feel like much will be wasted with this
22.
dot.
29.
The fires are so thick in California that you can't tell that it's not nighttime on my side.
Oh boy.
46. Oh, hold on. Shit. 2, 7, 14, 15. 29 slashing and 6, 12, 17 fire.
Not. That was how much and how much?
Shit. 15. 29.
17 and. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. You. Do you want to describe how you destroyed a banshee?
I'm just gonna take the biggest, meatiest, flamey, swordiest swing possible Obviously don't like ghosts and all of that jazz. So just a big old, like, almost like a reaction, like, ah!
Excellent. You slice through her and she bursts into wisps and is just disperses into nothingness.
Nice. I'm gonna...
As she does, Sid will kind of stretch his arms and yawn and be like, "Oh, that was a tough battle. We really that was tough, wasn't it, guys?"
Thanks, Sid. I guess I opened it. It came out. What's in it? I want to look inside, see if there's anything inside whatever she just came out of.
You see in the center of the crypt, on a marble slab, is a skeleton draped in rags, surrounded by thousands of coins.
Shtigg like looks left and right and then just jumps in. It's like just starts shoving as many coins as he can into his pocket.
They are of mixed origin. The platinum and electrum coins have Strahd's profile stamped on them. And you very swiftly discover that as you're like sweeping up the coins, there is a book underneath them.
I go, "What is this?" and throw the book up to Anna.
It
Like
has
it's playing me.
carved wooden covers, Anna Marie.
Okay. Is it written in a language that I can understand?
It doesn't have any writing on it, but it does have a rune on it that isn't magical itself, but it is the Elvish. It's like old Elvish, back when they didn't use like a runic language, but it's an Elvish rune that basically means magic.
Okay.
Sort of just like a fancy pants kind of a thing.
She speaks Elvish, so that works out.
Yes, you would know it even if you didn't, just because of your magical training. But as soon as you crack it open, you would immediately recognize this. It is a very artifact would be common among archmages, because within it is all the spells listed for the archmage in the monster manual. It's just like a compendium of
so like it's mage manual. Like, okay.
Yeah,
all
this
right.
is like
all right.
the basic compendium of spells for a high level spellcaster.
All right. I dig it.
Yeah,
I'll kind of flip
very
through it.
expensive.
This is terrible, and I just put it in my bag.
Something that
terrible.
might be something that would be given as a gift for like the extremely wealthy circle of archmages, kind of a thing, like something you'd give your.
It's like, oh yeah, you really want to impress somebody? I got something for you. Yeah.
Something like that.
You're learning from Shtigg quite well.
Oh, Anne Marie has been like this long before she met Shtigg, but it's nice to know that there are other people that think for themselves.
Of course.
Is anyone wandering off looking at more crypts? There are a lot here, y'all. There are about 40 total.
After I'm done pocketing mad coins, I'll go ahead and start looking for. I'll pick one of the tombs. Yeah.
All right. I should give you a picture with the numbers on them so you can be like, tomb number, whatever.
No, no whammy, no whammy.
Yeah. Come on, no whammies.
Are they all labeled? Like, I don't know, named, labeled. I don't know what the proper term is for like a crypt.
Nameled. Weird.
The chef in me is like, have a label on it. It's the mother's tomb.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of start if they're all named, or if like I said, labeled is the worst word.
Yes.
I want to see if there are any von Zorovich.
Okay.
Just kind of make my way around, discarding anything that's like an obviously male name, and then looking for I guess the last name.
Okay. Looking for Zorovich. You find a Stefan, counselor to King Barov's on Zorovich. No. Vonderbucks. There's things. We don't see any Zaroviches.
Weak.
Yeah, you wander around. Not in these little crypts anyway. What's your intelligence?
Bag of hair. 8.
You're just not seeing a
Yeah, no.
Zarovich. You're like, maybe they had a different name.
I probably can't even read him anyway.
What is this?
I'm like looking for a picture.
All right, just start ripping them open.
I mean, I'm about to.
Sasha.
What are you looking for, Roderigo?
One says Sasha, and I love her. I love all of them.
We are looking for a mother's tomb, and I'm gonna look to Sid to make sure, like, I got that right.
There are. Who has a high intelligence?
I do.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay. You guys think that probably the former king and queen of Barovia would be in like a place of honor, like maybe one of these offshoot rooms.
Like a
Would be-
private room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you definitely see where there are some archways leading into like other bigger rooms.
So I'll see Roderigo kind of like looking around, and I'll start like private rooms on along the
Mhm.
walls.
Yeah. So in the picture, you can see 3 of them. One to the right, one to the left, and then one at the bottom.
Okay. I guess I'll go to
And you
the
can, yeah,
one on the right
you can
first.
see into, okay, the golden glowy one.
Yeah. Why not?
It is golden and glowy. I mean, all right. You do see a tomb that says, Sir Klutz, he fell on his own sword. I like that one.
It's
It's pretty funny. You approach this sort of golden glow, and there are white marble steps that descend, just like a couple of them and they feel like they're there more just to give it sort of like this ostentatious feel. And the tomb has this vaulted ceiling 30 feet overhead, and this section feels more clean, and it has almost like a stillness to it. And in the center, there's a white marble slab, and on top of it is a very intricately inlaid coffin. And on the slab is chiseled the name Sergei von Zarovich. And behind the coffin are 3 alcoves, and carved statues stand one in each alcove. A stunning young man flanked by 2 angels, and they all look polished and just brand new.
You said that was Sergei's tomb? Okay. Did Roderigo say he was looking for a von Zarovich out loud?
Yeah. I checked with Sid to make sure that I was looking according to the dream.
Okay. Then I'll kind of give you a whistle and head you over to the room that I went towards.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way over. My 8 intelligence worries me because I know that I paid attention. This is his brother. I don't have an 8 intelligence.
Fine.
Okay.
You don't have to cripple yourself. It's fine.
Hey, easy there. Don't hurt yourself. I'm gonna kind of look at Anna. I believe we're looking for the mother's tomb. This is his brother, and it does seem kind of weird because homie did kill his brother to steal his girl, right? So weird that you gave him like a nice place in the basement.
And I kind of like have
there.
you like look inside and like show that it's actually taken care of too. It's not just like a new tomb. It's like new everything in there. Like
It looks magically preserved to me.
Mm.
But we're on the right track. If this one is one of Strahd's family, the others, presumably one of them will be for the mother.
Yeah,
Check them out.
Yeah, let's go to the far one on the other side. The one that looks a little green.
All right. So you travel over to that one, weaving in and out of these crypts, and you reach a room that looks very similar, but instead of white marble stairs leading down, these stairs are black marble, and they descend to a dark tomb, and the essence of evil permeates the air. And Roderigo, you specifically can sense this, and even the magic users can sense it a bit too. Shtigg, this seems fine to you.
Like, oh, it's ridiculous.
Happy-go-lucky through here.
There's the smell of freshly turned earth, and settled into the dirt on the floor is a shining black coffin of finely waxed wood. The coffin's fittings are of brilliant brass, and the lid is closed. And south of the coffin are 3 gloomy alcoves.
Interesting.
Is there a name or anything?
Not that you see.
I'm gonna reach into my pack, pull out a wooden stake that I've had for just such an occasion. I'm gonna rip the lid open and stake whatever is inside.
Your stake embeds into the bottom of the empty coffin. And something in the dirt in the far side of this room stirs. And three bodies sit up and then stand up, and you see three women stand sort of covered in dirt as they were presumably buried in the dirt. One of them...
Sorry.
Oh, you done fucked up.
Sorry, ladies. My bad.
One of them is obviously wearing a white wedding gown. She has dark skin, is very tall, has very high cheekbones, and is wearing a gold tiara and many gold bracelets that look very expensive.
Ooh.
The second is a woman with dark brown hair. She has sort of a classically beautiful look, is quite a deal sort of average height, is wearing a red dress, is wearing a black and crimson headscarf sewn with precious jewels, so many jewels that it looks almost priceless. And the third girl is very short, is wearing a gold dress and has a skull mask over her face that almost looks like a little Cubone mask with golden horns coming out of the mask.
That's so metal.
I didn't mean to interrupt your Real Housewives of Barovia meeting, ladies. My deepest apology. Are they? So what? They just came out of the ground. Are they like threatening? Are they like inquisitive? Be like, hey man, what's going on? Or like, is this
the tallest one is definitely glaring at you.
I can take glare.
I
didn't even know that, Q.
The middle one is giving you this like sort of sultry, cat-eyed, like, how dare you sort of a look. And the little one is playing with a sharp little dagger and smirking.
So I don't trust any of them.
That's all.
You definitely should not trust any of them.
Shtigg will hide
Okay.
at a 27.
I'm gonna just see if I can just back up out of this. Like, look, man, I didn't hit any of them. Unless they're splitting this coffin, chances are it wasn't going to be one of them. They could be here against their will. I'm going to just kind of back out of the room, and just be as humble and like showing as much deference as possible, like on my way out. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I disturbed you.
They're gonna like fan out just a tiny bit as you leave, but they don't seem to be getting any closer. Like they're respecting you backing off from them.
Wait, Shtigg, let's go.
No, look at what they had on them. Are you stupid?
Shtigg, this isn't even what we're looking for. Whatever we're looking for is going to have way more money than this.
The little one's twirling her dagger and starts giggling.
Dude, I'm not messing with that. I don't know what that is, but that's out of everything we've seen here. That's probably the scariest thing in the dog.
Shtigg will look over at the little girl and go, "Okay, fine, let's go." And I will hop onto Roderigo's shoulder and go where we go. It's up to you, Roderigo. I got your back, literally.
If they're gonna keep respecting my space as I back up, I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna get out of there and go back up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And if there appears to be another nice like VIP suite, like at the bottom part of this room, I'm gonna go check with the bouncer and the velvet rope there and see what's going on. Maybe not be as impetuous and just stake a coffin. That could have gone bad.
It was wonderful. If we had more time, I would totally fight you with my 3 beautiful girls that I love. But alas, there is one room left.
Okay.
And it, you approach. Let's turn to that page. These are the widest steps, twice as wide as the ones leading to the other 2 rooms. And they descend to a landing flanked by 2 alcoves. And a soft blue curtain of light flows between 2 of them.
Weird. Magical light, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
And it flows through, in each alcove is a bronze statue of a warrior holding a spear. And past the curtain of light are more stairs descending down into another room approximately the size as the ones you visited before, though this one is more square than rectangular. And all of you feel a little tug as you move through the wall of light, but you make it through, except for Shtigg, who is immediately teleported back to the top of the stairs.
Let's go, Barrett.
Damn it, I say out loud. I start looking around. Where the hell am I?
But you're just at the top of the stairs leading down to the curtain of light. You're not that, you're like, 10 feet away from the curtain of light. You weren't teleported that far. You do notice that this light extends from one statue to the other, and you might be able to squeeze between the statue and the wall and circumvent this light curtain. You're pretty small. Not like a small creature, but you're small for a medium-sized creature.
Yeah, I'm basically the limits of a medium.
Yeah.
Then I will do just that.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Alright.
Is this
19.
because you stole stuff?
It probably, yeah.
It's an alignment thing.
Oh, what,
So
the vampire does want other evil creatures in its fucking house? That's weird.
I guess.
Isn't enough.
I'm just reading the book. You manage to squeeze around. It's tight, but you make it.
Come on. Skinny fuck.
You really got it. You do like the ferret thing. You turn into liquid for a hot second. And you finally you descend down the stairs and you hear what sounds like anguished weeping. And you see tall stained glass windows on the wall ahead of you that are allowing dim light to fall on two coffins that are resting on white marble slabs. One is marked King Barov von Tsarevich, and one is marked Queen Ravenova von Rowan. The vaulted ceiling 30 foot overhead is inlaid with a beautiful gold mosaic. And you see the figure of Strahd laying against Ravenova's grave, almost silently weeping. And you see whereas the king's body seems to have been perfectly preserved by magic, he still looks presumably exactly as he did when he died. The queen's body is nothing but a skeleton covered by a thin, sheer piece of linen fabric, where sometime, presumably in the past hundreds of years, the magic preserving her body has failed and she is completely decayed.
And what we're behind. He's crying over his,
at everybody. And I'm like,
he's crying over his mom, and like is what
You're at the moment you're descending down the stairs.
Okay.
yeah, shh, everyone. Oh, I'll go down by myself and see what I can see. Look at everybody and go, what is Strahd saying?
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
31.
He doesn't appear to be saying anything. He's just he just seems to be there and upset.
Oh, I will put him out of his misery.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
That is a crit.
Excellent.
So I don't know how to do a critical sneak attack.
Roll every
It's a max damage plus my rolls again, right?
yeah. That's how
So-
we do it.
Good God.
Holy
All right,
fuck.
I feel bad. I feel bad for
If you one shot kill Strahd, I'm gonna shit myself on stream.
Thanks for coming, y'all. Been a lot of fun. Good night.
All right, I'm gonna re-roll my results.
Okay. Do you need to? I mean,
Yeah, I'm going for the highest. Might as well. I had a 1 in there, so.
okay. We can't have that.
All right. So 70 points of damage. Radiant damage.
Excellent. Damn. Okay. Amazing.
Surprise.
And I need everyone to roll initiative. Surprise, surprise, bitch.
Surprise, motherfucker. It's that meme from Dexter.
Amazing. Oh my god.
That's the biggest hit I've ever done in 5th edition.
Wow.
One hell of a stab. Wow, kind of feel like going and telling my wife.
Babe, you're not gonna believe this.
Dude, check it out.
Oh.
She'll be like, okay, right on.
I'm watching my show. Shut up.
I got a 15 for initiative.
Nice.
I got an 18. No big deal.
22.
19.
What was it?
22 for Anna Marie.
Awesome. Oh yeah, Esmeralda. Ooh, you go, girl.
Wow. You're not playing around.
Esmeralda's saucy boy. She ain't playing. Nobody's
She
gonna
was in
Nobody's gonna name a book after me if I don't fucking do something.
She's been doing good, man. All right. Anna Marie, you are definitely close enough to be in range to do whatever. All of you are close enough to do whatever you want, so don't worry about that.
Range is not Anna Marie's problem. That's the end of. Let's see. Let's go with. All right. So you're gonna see Anna Marie kind of reach into her doublet and take out almost what look like daggers, but you see her kind of like spread them apart in her hand as she kind of like pulls them out, and she's going to cast Steel Wind Strike.
Awesome.
So that is 19 to hit.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Wow, garbage. That's 20 points of damage.
And that's magical, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
That's what I thought.
force.
Okay. Cool. All right. And then, is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Wicked. All right. And then Esmeralda will what's she gonna do? She is going to Shtigg is right there. However,
Shtigg has evasion.
well, it's not going to matter because it's only 5 feet wide. She's going to go ahead and cast another lightning bolt because it worked really well last time. So Strahd's going to make a dexterity saving throw. That's a nat 1. Does he have legendary resistance?
Oh man,
he's gonna succeed on that.
I just imagine vampires to be dexterous. Like I don't see them as being
Yeah.
like clumsy.
No, he's gonna just choose to succeed.
Sir Klutz was clumsy.
True.
He was.
He might not have been a vampire though.
Good old, he
Could have
was
been.
not. He was not a vampire. Okay. 7 cut in half is 13. Okay, so she's going to do 13 lightning damage to Strahd. And then Roderigo, it is you.
Seeing all this go on, I'm just going to make like a steady march, finger pointed at him. Now's the time for you to pay for not only what you've done to me, but to everybody else in Barovia. And this ends now. And that's going to be my vow of enmity.
Yeah.
Because of my Amulet of the Devout, I get 2 channel divinities. I'm going to take a big ol' swing with the flaming sword for a 26 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
All right. There's gonna be like a lot of like dice in a bunch of different numbers. All right, so we're gonna do 10 slashing damage with the sword. Fuck yeah. 12 fire damage, and then on top of that, I'm gonna bust out a big level 3 smite.
Oh boy.
For an additional 21 radiant damage from my channel divinity on top of all that. I'm just gonna, just angry, big, nasty, meaty strike.
Right.
Yeah. Just, yeah. Reckless
Yeah.
abandon.
Heck yes. So
And big old smile while I'm doing it too.
oh yeah.
You probably look creepy smiling.
Probably.
Probably.
Just for the record.
Depends on if rigor mortis is set in. Like, can I actually smile or am I just kind of stiff?
Yeah. Maybe it just pulled up a little bit. Who knows?
So as you do so, he will scream in just rage, and you sense like a little bit of despair mixed in as well, and he transforms, almost explodes into mist. And will float up to the ceiling and start moving towards the stairs.
Like the stairs out of this part of the castle?
Out
or like
of
just...
this, yeah,
Oh.
out of this room.
Oh.
I hit him. Can I try to hit him with a reaction counterspell as I see him transform into the mist?
Yes.
See if it does anything.
Absolutely.
All right.
Gaseous form is a 3rd level spell, I believe. So you should be able to do it.
I'm out of here. Oh, shit. Oh, psych. Damn it.
So awkward.
So, about that, like, I'm out, bitches. Sorry.
So what I meant to say was.
What do you guys think of my place, right?
You want more food?
Did you roll? I'm sorry.
So if it's 3rd level, it fails, and then if it's higher than that, what level? And then I'll let you know.
It is not a spell.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just probably like an innate thing.
Ability.
So
It just
will
says
let
it just says you attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, its spell has no effect. If it's casting a 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So
make an intelligence check and add your proficiency modifier.
alrighty. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So intelligence. Hold on. And proficiency. What is that? Ah, stupid. Fat fingers. So 4, 9, 24.
Okay, so you've been reading the Tome of Strahd and all of like Esmeralda's and Von Richten's notes, and in Von Richten's notes, you remember reading that when a vampire, like not a vampire spawn, but a full-fledged vampire is close to death, one of the things they can do to attempt to escape death is to turn into mist and return to the resting place. And this makes them very difficult to kill, but it also means they are the most vulnerable to death.
Oh. So basically, me seeing this and trying to cast a counterspell, I'll basically announce to our group that like now is the time to strike if we can, if we have the ability.
Right.
I'll hot-foot it after him.
Okay.
Using my cat agility, I can move very, very fast.
Yeah, so you you remember reading that the way to kill a vampire in this way is that he's going to try to get to his coffin and reform in order to regain hit points in his resting place, and that's when you need, and that's when you need to.
That's when we need to catch him in the.
Yeah.
Catch him with the stake.
You'll need
we need
to
to go.
pin
We need to
him
pull the old Roderigo.
Yeah. You need to pin him with the stake, which will paralyze him, and that's when you need to behead him, which will
with
kill
the sword.
him.
Yeah. So basically, we need to reenact this now.
All right, that was a good trial run. Let's.
Yeah, that's a good trial run.
let's
Yeah.
All right, guys, I
reset.
figured out what we're gonna do now.
The fastest of all of you has got to catch Shtigg with the stake, because I'm long gone. I'm on all fours.
So the mist is heading up into the catacombs, and making his way towards that dark coffin across from Sergei's. I can't pronounce that guy's name.
Sergey?
All right.
Okay, that sounds right.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, if he buggers off, and if Anna kind of like, hey, you guys, a little bit of interesting trivia. If it takes off, I guess we're all gonna kind of take off. I'm gonna take off after it. Stigg's gonna haul ass just because he can. I'm still kind of big and clunky, so I'm gonna clang, 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 clang my way through.
Right. You guys would all have about the same speed. Actually, Strahd in mist form only has a speed of 20 feet.
Yeah.
So you can easily get into position around the coffin.
Basically wait for him.
Potentially problematic because the girls are still there. But
all right.
So what are you doing? Because you kind of ran off first, and also it is technically your turn.
I ran off first, so I kind of know where he's gonna go. So I'm gonna run over to where he's going to be.
Okay.
And then hide.
Awesome. Make a stealth check to get in there without the girls seeing you, for one thing. The brides.
20.
Awesome. All right.
Black cat in the black dark.
So you slip in, and they're having girl talk. Undead vampire girl talk. What would you do if Strahd died? I don't know. I would cry. I think I would be queen.
I'm just sitting there like, oh God.
One of them's like twirling her daggers, and she's like, "Mine are extra. I need new sharpeners for my daggers." The other one's like, "Shut up! You're always talking about your stupid daggers." So the rest of you show up, and you see the mist come in and float down and coalesce into a human form, well, an undead humanoid form. And the vampire opens his eyes. Roderigo, am I correct in assuming that you have prepared an action? Go ahead and...
Yeah.
Yep. He is prone, so you may take your attack with advantage.
I'm not gonna risk it too, because I don't want to whiff on this, because that was shitty. All right, I'm gonna be okay. That's gonna be a 26.
That will hit.
Yes.
All right. So regardless of your damage,
I was gonna say I don't know what the damage on a stake is.
No, you stab.
Not a lot.
And he goes rigid. You've seen what paralyzing looks like. You definitely are familiar with this.
I got a whole person.
Even if it didn't just happen. All right. And the three brides, in response to this shriek, but don't really have time to act. Who's gonna do the honor?
I've got the sword.
Go for it.
I pop up unseen until just now. With a 27 to hit.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage just to see how awesomely epic this moment is for all of you.
So 31 radiant damage.
The head and the entire top of the coffin are dislodged and cut off, and the body blackens and crumbles into ash, and a mighty wind sweeps up through the castle as the three women shriek. And you feel something like a darkness lifting starting from the ground, as if something is sucking up all of the heaviness and the despair and taking it away and making everything a little bit lighter and brighter. And you notice that there's light coming in from somewhere, and it's shining down the stairs to the room that you're in. And this place doesn't have that feel of evil like it did before. And the girls are sort of shrinking back into the corner away from this light source, which you almost recognize is actual sunlight coming in from somewhere in the room of the catacombs itself.
The girls are just shrieking. While this is going on, I'm gonna keep a sword pointed at him just to make sure.
They also, the sun sword is actual sunlight. They do not like that one bit.
Oh, cool.
They ain't coming anywhere near that.
That's fine. I'm still gonna pretend like it's me.
That's cool.
I'm standing behind you doing it. That's vampire number 4, I say when Esmeralda comes into the room. That's number 4. That should count as 2, though.
You also notice that the fog that was around the catacombs is beginning to thin and dissipate. And Esmeralda says, "Let's leave this place. Outside, I want to see what the outside looks like now that he's dead."
Yeah, I mean, I'm good.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, she, with her and the rest of you, with what you've seen of the castle, you managed to make your way back the way you came, and through the doors that are now unlocked, back to the courtyard where her wagon is, and you see the sun rising over the horizon and the clouds parting and no more fog, and the sun is big and buttery and beautiful. And Esmeralda turns to you, Roderigo, and she says, "What do you remember of your time here before?"
Just the cruelty and the torment of Strahd, and that's it. Other than I knew I had to come back here and free all of these people, now that I know that there is a world outside of here, and that death is not the peace that I'd hoped it would be, but vengeance seems like it may have been.
I've heard of some magic that maybe could help you remember. Anna Marie, do you have anything like that?
To remember.
Magic that brings back memories.
Let me think.
I have a new spell book.
And I kind of start flipping through, but I also,
I would maybe let you use your new thing that you got.
all right, cool. Then I will, use my new book. and kind of flip that open. I don't have there it is. All right, give me 2 seconds.
Did you say you took legend lore?
Yes, I did. But that takes 10 minutes to cast, so I can start casting that.
I think that would be fine. I will say that throughout the casting, you get 10 minutes worth of lore.
Okay.
So
You basically see me like rummaging my bag, and I pull out like this giant just lump, and it smells, it smells pretty good, but like you wouldn't believe that I would be carrying something like this, and I don't like doing this, and I literally just kind of put it in my hand, and it just kind of starts to smoke, and like as it starts smoking, like I basically just start telling you stories of everything.
And Esmeralda's name comes up in these stories. And Anna Marie tells you about how you met while she was von Richten's pupil. And for a little while you traveled together, and you fought monsters together, and you talked about your passions for justice and how you wanted to change things for the better. And you fell in love, and you planned to start a family, and then you disappeared, and by time this story ends, you can see she's sort of fighting back tears, and she says, you all have been speaking of returning, but I was sort of hoping that maybe you'd want to stay here.
Now that peace has been restored to our home, I have every intention of staying and using this new life to enjoy that which nobody could before here in Barovia.
So as she asks if we'd like to stay, and like the incense basically, like you see it finish smoking, and then it's just a quick flash, and then there's just kind of like ash, and I kind of dust my hand off a little bit, and I go, well, there is something I must attend to, but I believe that Barovia has a new queen. And I reach into my bag and I give the crown to Esmeralda. And like with that gesture, I take out a piece of chalk and kind of like walk off to the side, and you'll just see me start scribbling runes into the ground in like a big circle.
And I think that's where we can end it for the night.
Yay.
If everyone is satisfied.
Yay. We had to kill a vampire. I trashed his house. I got to trash a rich person's house. Like, if TTRPGs won't let me do anything, it'll let me trash a rich person's house. And that seems pretty rad by me. And it seems like my internet is about to shit out.
Right?
While Anna is casting the pocket the crown off of her, and running towards the misty forest as fast as I can.
She be stealing from my woman, cat.
This is my crown. Just on all four. I stole from Anna. I took the crown back.
From me? That's an illusion, bro.
Oh, man. As is a crown kind of girl, anyway. It's okay.
I grabbed the crown out of your pocket and just bolted back to the forest where we came from.
All right. Yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah, go ahead. I don't want to step on your moment here, your triumphant DM,
it's fine.
your triumphant DM moment.
No, I was just gonna say my goodbye.
Yeah.
I assume that's where we're at. Thank you
Yes.
so much for everything. This is wonderful.
Yeah, what
Thanks.
a blast.
I'll never
Yeah.
stop playing with you guys.
Thanks for coming out and doing this. To Litza, obviously, thank you for coming out and doing this. To Landon, Tenta, Lewis, and Dustin, who wasn't here. Playing with you guys has been an absolute blast. Like, I know this isn't the kind of game we do on Tuesdays. We're a little kind of lighthearted and sillier here. And I just had the best time playing with you guys, and that was kind of the point of all this, was to be able to play with you. And I had an absolute blast. Being your DM is great. Playing with you guys is also like just as fun. So thank you guys for coming out and doing this. I just really appreciate it. I really do. To Dustin, who, busy with his job. We killed a vampire without you. Kelroth, the pacifist, even takes in on Wednesdays. We've had a shit ton of tech issues and all kinds of things for the last couple of days, so we'll get out of here real quick. To everybody who's still watching, thank you. To my players, thank you very much. To our amazing, just patient and just horrendously fun Dungeon Master, Litza, thank you so much. And tune in next Wednesday as we begin the unofficial season finale of One Shot Wednesdays with our 4-part assaults on Mount Celestia, with the first 2 parts starting next week are Life and War. Yes. We will be dealing with the domains of Life and War in a 2-part specials for our 4-part season finale. To everybody who watched, thank you very much. To, once again, our players, thank you guys. And to our amazing Dungeon Master, thank you, Miss Litza. We absolutely appreciate it. You will always have a place here on this channel if you want it. With that, we will get the hell out of here because it's late. We killed a vampire, and some of us have to go to bed for real. Thanks for watching. We will see everybody on Tuesday for episode 30 of Twilight Malediction, or a week from today, Wednesday, for the first episode of Assault on Mount Celestia. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye!